Good evening, folks. So, what are we going to be doing tonight? We are doing BR146 on Cologne Koblenz. That's it. It says there on the right hand side of the screen. And we are then going to do the Western Lines of Scotland with the BR Standard 2NT. And we are going to be doing a Union Pacific GP30 on Sherman Hill. Who have we got on the chat? We've got Dark, we have Chris, aka Madness, Ryerson, Dave, Ed, Trimvix, Matty Doyle, and Nick. Welcome to the stream. That's it, the stream this evening. Oh, Ed, you only wish you couldn't hear me. Good evening, Steve. Welcome to the channel this evening. Hey there, Russell, MB68DK, Data Rail, Rob Allen, Ruben Train Freak, and B28 Eagle. Thanks for joining us this evening. I take it my microphone is working okay, and it is just being a pain. Hello there, ECML, John Jot, RWLZ1337, Lars, the Mega Steve, BP Bill at JP4712. For some reason the game is taking a month to load. Oh, here we go. Good afternoon, driver. Once the signal clears, begin your shift by pulling into Cologne and picking up passengers before your scheduled departure to Koblenz at 1:32. Hey there, O Royal SHD, East Coast Cliff, Jaravniks, Grinzigator, and Lee Girdlestone. Welcome to the channel this evening. No problems with the controls today. Come on, move. I'm trying to move gently. Don't make me boot you. Oh, come on. What am I doing wrong here? This is going to be... Ah, tell me, we're already talking about... There we go. Dynamic brakes are on. Who put them on? Hey there, Elite. Test J, Killer Elite. Welcome to the channel this evening. So we're in a 30 limit at the moment because of the signal we just went past. . And if anyone asks, will I be using LZB, the answer is most definitely no. Not after the last time. Fire away with your question, Elite. This is the how much damage can Matt do to a train show? The frame rate will improve once we get out of Koblenz. Cologne, sorry. Don't even know my German places. Rob Allen? I have absolutely no idea. I believe it does, Paul. Yeah, I just tried to switch CIFA on, and I couldn't switch CIFA on. So I don't know quite whether there's a problem with the cab car there, Ellie. No, it doesn't seem like you can press it that way, but the page down key doesn't do anything. All passengers are on board. Proceed to Cologne South Platform 1. Anything I need to worry about on the ZS3? No, so we're still in a 40 limit. Big myriad of signals over there. I was trying to work out which one was mine. I apparently have green still, so that's good. That's interesting, Matty. Welcome, Chris Arthur. And Seabirdsy, welcome to the channel this evening. No indicators to the contrary, so we can now exceed up to 70. Next station is in 4.2 kilometers. Yeah, well, this is until you're familiar with the route, then it's confusing. But that's pretty much how it works in reality, I'm afraid. Possibly, Dave. Remind me what it said. I'm very good, thank you, Frank. There you go, Paul. Super elevation. Again, nothing to the contrary, so we can proceed to 18. looks like we're about to get to 90. Yes, I did, Dave. Yes, I did get that message. I remember seeing that one. I completely forgot to do anything about it because I've been in a training course all day, learning about diversity. Oh, it's good stuff. No, I'm not in a cab. Cologne South is coming up on the HUD there now. Hey Ray Red, there were 2 or 3 people that have emailed me that have their Google Plus settings to where I can't reply. So go back to the post you put your comment on. You might well find that I have replied. I've just replied as a separate fresh comment because I can't reply to the comment directly. If you Google it, you might find there's some setting changes on your Google Plus that you need to change. I don't know much more about it. Only I had to figure out why some people reply button doesn't show up. Oh no, that was a warning for 80 kilometers now. We're not actually doing it wrong yet. This is good. This is good. So time-wise, we're running about 10-20 seconds ahead of schedule, so I'm quite happy with that. Coming in 0.6 kilometers to the start of the platform. My weekend was very good, thank you, Frank. This thing brakes pretty well, so I'm going to keep the momentum going. Tornado Ben, no, this isn't the German special. I'm going to try a bit harder for the German special. But I do like to have a little bit of variety in every show. Keep everyone interested. Well, you know what they say, Dark? This old dog can be taught new tricks. Get the doors open. Hey Ninja Joker, Ray Red, Frank 4670 and CAD. Sorry, I did not see you log in there. Welcome to the channel. How about something with the BR111 there, Doc? I don't have anything with the BR111. Right, next stop, Brule, in 12 kilometers. So this is a run down the entire of the route. Good, nothing on the alarm boards. We're going from Cologne to... we're in the cab car at the moment. We're going from Cologne to Koblenz. Alright, I just need to stay in the cab for a minute. Realise we're going down a hill there, that wasn't too smart. About to get 140. Wind up the power. And up to 160. Cheers Frank, see you later. And another green light, up to 160. Of course I'm a speed demon, Killer Elite. You've got to be a speed demon to match the timetables. But you know, I talked to a real driver in the UK, and he said basically you have to drive at the speed limit even in reality, because otherwise you're just not going to make your targets. So I'm not doing too badly. What it is that in reality going 2 or 3 miles per hour over the speed limit isn't a big deal as long as you don't do it loads of times. And I don't do it loads of times. No, I really don't. I don't quite know when my cursor has stopped automatically switching off. That's annoying. Hey Panda, welcome to the channel this evening. As you'll note, we are back on my speed demon of a computer. But it does okay. Well, what German routes have you got, Dark? That's probably the start, the best place to start. Hey there, Alex. .2 kilometres, and we've got green and a distant green, so we're looking good. What's the vote, Dark? Tell us what the vote is. Looks like nothing on the ZS3. We've still got 6 kilometres. We're not stopping at Burth, Karlsruhe. Nothing on the ZS3, good. Right, 4.7 kilometres to go, still looking too good. So I think it might be time for some screenshots while we have a moment. Right, let's got a screenshot to start off with. Why do you like the electric trains best, Killer Elite? Because of the speed. Adrian Biggs, when will I be showing how to make a route? Okay, I keep saying this, and I do apologise for keep saying this, but it is still being worked out. I'm dependent on somebody else for this, and they're very, 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 very busy at the moment. So you will just have to bear with me, I'm afraid. But it is going to happen. I'm thinking of doing something in the meantime. Oh, hey, Bad Hair, 229 Alex, Urka 9954. Just noticed the login messages from yourselves on the chat. Welcome. So what I'm planning on doing in the meantime is I quite like something called a shunting puzzle. Checking these signals. And what I was going to do, just realised where Brule is. Let's get the speed coming off, please. What I was planning on doing was doing a shunting puzzle tutorial. How to make a shunting puzzle, what a shunting puzzle is. Thanks for the follow there, TestJ123. Welcome to the channel. It's much appreciated. So yeah, what a shunting puzzle is, how you make them using the route editor. So a bit of tutorial on how to lay track of varying structures. And then we move into a little bit of a tutorial on how to do the scenario instructions, which I haven't covered yet, so particularly the Marshall instruction, so that you can actually create the puzzle activity itself. Now this is very much game oriented, so these aren't, I say they aren't real yards, and there are actually examples of shunting puzzle yards in the real world, but the goal is to create an interesting shunting challenge. So, hey there, Pete, Train Driver Louis, Illuminator Hesky, and Speedy. Welcome to the channel this evening. So, yes, so that's what I'm going to do in the meantime. Sometime this week, possibly tomorrow or Wednesday. Oh dear, drive quality penalty. I've stopped. Stop penalising me. Hey, Bang Coaches 6 and CAD and Ruben Trophy, welcome back to the channel. Good to have you with us. I don't know what an MRV is, CAD. Maybe you can expand on that. I'm presumably being a bit dense. Cheers, see you later, Ribbit. Illuminator Hesky, turn the AFB on. I might do. We'll see. I might do. If it does anything to do with LZB, I get paranoid after yesterday. Yesterday, sorry? No, Saturday. When everything went horribly, horribly wrong. How are we moving? We're in a 160. RFB. Let's turn it up. Go on. RFB. That'll do. AFB set to 160. So where are we at now? Bonn, which is about halfway down the route. Hey, DGD Cool. Welcome to the channel this evening. Dark, I think you were pretty much in since one of the first earliest streams, yes. Yes, Speedy, I'm going to do one of the scenarios it comes with this time. Fire away, Dave. I'm always interested in ideas. How about Munich Garmisch, Dark, for the scenario? Just keep an eye on what's coming up with the next signal. So MPV, I have no idea. Has anything been announced about an MPV? Hey John, welcome to the show this evening. If it hasn't been announced, to be honest, I can't talk about it, and I can't really talk about anything beyond what has been announced, so I'm going to be pretty useless for getting inside information, I'm afraid. Well done, Speedy. That's what we like to hear, Ralph Anning. Still nothing on the speed restrictions, that's good. Hey, Gary. So our next station is Bonn in 12.5 kilometres. Bang Coaches asked, when is this going to be on YouTube? I try and upload within about 24 hours to YouTube. So what I do today will probably be uploaded either tonight if I have time, or will be uploaded sometime tomorrow morning. So what does everyone think about my idea of doing a sort of a mini route building special, where I just talk about making the shunting puzzles, but making it so that it's not just the route, it's also about making the scenarios and talking about the actual gameplay that the shunting puzzles have. Because there is two very specific shunting puzzles, and they've both got some really interesting gameplay. They've been common in model railways for quite a long time. So if you're interested, let me know. I'll finish off figuring out how I'm going to do that. Hey Taylor Smithy and Sergeant Salt, welcome to the channel this evening. We are 7 3/4 kilometres away from Bonn. I would go into chase view, but again I'm pressing 2s into the chat window frequently. Got the 146 on the back. Right, how are we doing here? Still appear to have a green light and no ZS indicators telling us anything else. Good. Which routes do I like the most? I've got so many favourite routes it doesn't really count. There are very few routes that I don't like. Cheers Speedy, we'll see you a bit later on. So yes, there are. I like most routes because they all offer something generally quite different. It's very difficult to compare routes. So if I'm shunting, there's various routes that are good at shunting. If I like high speed, then there's some pretty good ones there. I like Western Line to Scotland. It's one of my favourite steam routes. But I also like the Somerset and Dorset. I mean, it's one of the original routes, and it's still a good route. New York New Haven is probably one of my favourite American routes for passenger. Donner Pass probably one of my favourite freight routes. Oh, we've got some adverse signals coming up for Bonn. Next signal is at a 60 km/h speed limit. We're actually running way ahead of schedule at the moment, so that's fine. We can be a little bit relaxed coming into Bonn. I think the thing to do, Killer Elite, is jump on Workshop and try and find some scenarios that are sort of a sensible length. Look for just, I mean, anything by Alfaba's Workshop or Steve Van Epps. They are both excellent scenario creators, and you will have great fun with those. But they're also much more manageable length experiences, so you can have sort of a good, short, intense one. In fact, if you have a look on the YouTube. We did one of them yesterday actually from Steve, and we've done numerous ones, to be honest, from various people. So that would be where I would suggest you have a go, and that way I think you'll get the bits you like out of Donner Pass without having to think. You certainly don't want to be driving the whole thing, not unless you've got stamina of a king of some description. It's an epic journey from side to side. It's about, I think, 7 hours to drive it from end to end, and yes, to test it we had to do exactly that over and over again. Workshop, so for Steam Workshop, if you go into the profile screen from the main menu, then along the tabs along the bottom of the screen, along the top, sorry, the right hand one says Workshop. You click that, and then you go to the browse button in the bottom-ish, middle. Click that and it will fire up the Steam window in game. You can then let me just come to a stop here. Once you've brought that up, find the workshop, the scenario you want to play. Hey Louis, good to see you anyway. And you can then click subscribe, which will then download it. And once you've finished finding, okay, it's not going to let me stop here. There's another one of these. This got me the last time. Well, I have to stop all the way down the bottom before it'll accept it. This scenario runs all the way to Koblenz. Total scenario time is 75 minutes, but I think we're about halfway there now. Right, let's open the door this time. That was the one, Steve, and it was excellent. Cheers, Test J. Thanks for joining. And Gamer1 HD. I didn't see you log in there. Welcome to the channel. I might say welcome to this scenario. It isn't a million miles away, is it, really, I guess? Anyway, enough waffle. Let's get going. What's the speed limit at the moment? 100 kilometers an hour.
AFB.
That'll do. We're going to clear up to 100 kilometers an hour on AFB now. Yes, Killer Elite, you have to have the trains that you can only download workshop scenarios that use trains that you've already got, but it tells you which ones they need, and you can use the search facility to help find scenarios that sort of match up with the ones you've got. Why can't you play it, Jim Binks? Oh, we're in 160. Up we go. Good evening, JM1260. So we're on our way to Koblenz now. Next station is in 5.8 kilometers, Bonn-Bad Godesberg. Good evening, PJ. Oh, I love the dovetail logo out there. That's cool. How awesome is that? I like that. If you can change the scenario you want to try just by using the built-in tools CAD. These since TS15, you just click and drag and drop the instructions to the new train. Hey there, Addy30. Welcome to the channel this evening. Keep asking questions, Killer. I'll do my best to help you out. I wonder, actually, I've been thinking about it might be an idea to do a special just specifically on how to use the Steam Workshop facility. It's one of those things that once you know how to use it, it seems, you know, really, really trivial. But if you don't know how to use it, it's just impossible to use, really. I'm supposed to be stopping here. This could be a problem. Emergency brake time. I believe I'm going to make this. I felt for sure there was no way I was going to be able to make that stop. Wasn't paying attention again. Never mind, I lost half my score, but hey there, French Starlin. Tornado Ben, how long till the 2MT? I'm guessing half an hour-ish. Hey Bang Coach, Northeast Corridor. What sort of loco would you like to see on the Northeast Corridor? AEM7? Yeah, it means that there's no chance of a gold. If I drive really, really, really careful, I might get a silver. So yeah, no chance of a silver. Yes, this is the BR146, which I'm actually running in a push-pull service at the moment, where it's pushing me. And I'm actually driving from the cab car on the other side. BR101 just pulling in with an IC train. A Seller Northeast Corridor. I've made a note of the request. You got it, Pete. Poor man's auto coach. I didn't upload the train crash onto YouTube. I don't get train crashes. I don't particularly want to upload them to YouTube. Not because I want to hide the fact I did it. I just don't particularly want to celebrate train crashes. Doesn't feel appropriate somehow. Hey, Firebrand and Morton. Welcome to the channel this evening. Right, got another 100 points. That'll make a big difference, won't it? What's the speed limit? 160. Let's pump that up.
AFB.
Right, that's got the AFB set to 160. Do we have anything on a ZS3 to worry about? We do not, and we have green and green. BR roughly means class, basically. That's what the word that BR expands out to, just means class. So BR143 means class 143. So Killer Elite, once you've subscribed to a scenario, come out of the there's a window, a little icon at the top, or a little line of text, where you press it and it'll close the Steam overlay and let you back into the game. Once you're back into the game, you then need to go out of the profile screen into the drive screen. Assuming the scenario is a standard, because most are, click the standard menu, and then you need to go into the search section in the top right and type in the name of the scenario that you want to play. And it will, as you type, it will filter it down, and then you'll be able to find it, usually within a few characters. It's a little bit long-winded, but once you get the hang of it, it's dead easy. Chance my arm here and just zip ahead so I can get another shot. Whoa, that's what we're looking for. Hey JJ, Ulix, Panda and Dioma, welcome to the channel this evening. Oh, I've been speeding all this time. Too much time taking pretty pictures and not enough time worrying about what I'm doing. Oh, that's the rest of my score gone. You know what? Let's just enjoy the scenario. I was doing so well, sort of. So the question now is, can I get a positive score by the end of the scenario? Yeah, CAD in TS15, the cursor changed. It's been vastly improved. Actually, it's much better, more in line with the way professional tools work. It is a bit of a change to get used to, but if you get the hang, play with it, use the little controls, the buttons at the bottom of the screen, and you'll see you can actually do a lot more. One of the neat things you can do is you can rescale assets, which is cool. You certainly couldn't do that before, which was really good. And the ability to separate the translation, so moving, rotation and scaling into 3 different things, was it means that you're not going to accidentally do the wrong thing, which was always a pain. Steve, so when so the standard scenario didn't get uploaded. When you upload a workshop scenario, it only uploads the quick drive, and I couldn't find the quick drive. I think, yes, I think I couldn't find the quick drive. I can't remember now. So Oberwinter Bahnsteig, that's where we're going to. Apologies for my really bad German pronunciation. I think, as with a lot of things, the new gizmos, it's just a question of you've been used to the way that it used to work, and now that it's hey Fringe, no. I don't speak for Dovetail on these channels. I speak for me, and probably shouldn't even be doing that, if I'm perfectly honest. I'm not sure I approve of anything I say. Drive quality error again. Wow. Hey, Blacklist 1, welcome to the channel this evening. Stop that train. Apparently you get off the train into a garden here. Which probably is quite exactly how it is in reality. Welcome back, Dark. Minus 437. Yes. So, sorry, Steve, I was in the middle of telling you about, yes, I think it was the quick drive I couldn't find. And the standard scenario I realised I wouldn't expect to find, because you can't upload standard scenarios until the route has been finalised. What you could do is package it up using the utilities packager and send me the RWP file for that scenario, then I'll be able to run that scenario. Indeed, Fringe, it could be worse. I have done much worse. I think minus 89,000 is my best. Slight overspeed fail there, Dark. I was out taking screenshots and enjoying the world from the outside, and then when I got in I realised I'd gone into 100 kilometre hour speed limit, and I was doing 160. So, but anyway, we all got here really early, so the passengers love me to bits. And those that wanted to thrill ride love it even more. Some of them passed out. Hey there, Woody. Oh, it's time to go. Speed limit is 100. Don't need wipers on. I need the AFB to come down a bit more. Thank you. Interesting horn. No, I've tried to enable C4 and PZB and I had problems. One of them wouldn't enable and the other one of the buttons doesn't seem to work. So I'm making notes of these. So I'm keeping safe on this one and just leaving them switched off. Oh, it does look rather splendid around here, doesn't it? Let's just keep an eye on the speed limit this time while we're out joyriding. Oh, that bridge with the road, that's rather cool. There's a boat over here. A choo-choo over here. Where are we stopping? Remagen. You're quite welcome, Killerly. If there's anything you'd like to see in the way of routes or trains, then let me know. I will do my best to help. The speed limit's gone up to 120, but I'm going to stick at 100. For some reason there's no timetable stop at Remagen. Interesting. How many FPS? It varies quite wildly. At the moment it's 15 at the moment actually. 25, 15. I think it's loading data in at the moment. In Cologne it's about 15. But in other routes, in other places, it's sort of 30 or 40. Switch AFB off. Cut the power. I'm running SSD on here, which makes a big difference, so I don't get the large stutters quite so badly. Thanks for that, Bank Coach. I'll take a look. So yeah, I don't get the large stutter problems, but the graphics card. I mean, it's a 5-year-old laptop now, so I don't think it does too bad, all things considered. I think it's got a GeForce 555 graphics in it, so it doesn't do too bad. And I've got most of the detail settings turned all the way up now. I'm only running basic anti-aliasing. I'm not running SSAA. I'm going to go to the... oh no, let's try stopping here. You can play TS on a laptop. There's nothing stopping you playing it on a laptop. Where it generally goes wrong with playing on a laptop is because a lot of laptops, certainly cheaper ones, have got Intel graphics on them. And if you have Intel graphics, then you will run into a problem because Intel graphics are great for 2D, they're great for business. that are really not that great for games, even the ones that say they are, as compared to their AMD Radeon or Nvidia GeForce equivalent. They pale in comparison, but they're also a lot cheaper. So I guess you've got to really you get kind of what you pay for, really. Sinzig Hein is the next one. Hey Mobius and Pipe Sergeant, welcome back, and Rob Allen, welcome back. I don't know if I welcomed you, Woody, but if I didn't, welcome. Where are we up to? 120.
RFB.
Right, RFB's enabled. Yes, Woody, I'm slumming it on my machine. Hey Fringe, 390 against the odds. Does that use any kind of reskins or anything else? Because I don't have any reskins on here. All I've got is the basic stuff as vanilla comes down from Steam. Hi Killer, yes, I'm using a pair of SSDs on this machine. It's when it got to about 2.5 years old, I treated it to an upgrade and replaced its old spinny hard drives with SSDs, which was good. It's improved the laptop quite a bit. Hey Nick, welcome to the channel this evening. Oops, too far. That's better. AFB set back up to 160. Although we do have to stop in 2 kilometers, so I will try my best to remember to do that. So how are we doing on this poll then? Taking a look at the results, and the results are, well, that's quite interesting. Let me just check what we're doing here. I'm just going to leave you with that. I'm just going to say it's quite interesting and not say anything else, because I think you'll enjoy that sort of feedback. It's suspenseful. Come back after the break when we announce that thing that you've been desperate to know. Hey Woody, no, this is actually still scenario 1. Scenario 2, we're going to Western Lines of Scotland. Hey Tasek, welcome to the channel this evening. How are we doing time-wise? 2 minutes ahead of schedule. We can come in nice and easy on this. So, the answers you've been waiting for, to date, are... so in your favourite shunting route, Doncaster Works, storms ahead with the lead. And then we've got Hatchet Hill and Ohio Steel, which have got the same marks each. So everyone likes Doncaster Works. Well, that's cool. I quite like that one as well. It's good fun actually moving old trains around. Not quite so good because it feels like I'm sending loads of my favourite diesels to the scrappy, but I can get over that. Hey Tasek, well we started at 9:30, so you've missed about an hour. You've missed me lose about 600 points because I oversped somewhere, but that's fine. Hey Fringe, no, I play all third-party routes that are on Steam. I particularly like Keith Ross's routes, they're very good. Mesh Tools Mardy Branch, Mardy Valley, love that route to bits, absolutely fantastic route. Hey Peter, German Special, I'm still practicing and planning what it's going to be. It is going to be this week. I'm thinking possibly Wednesday. That will give me a bit more time to get my act together. So let's pencil in Wednesday. What I don't want to do is do a German Special and then make a fluff of it. So I am going to try and put a little bit of effort into making sure I've got some good selections and that I know how to drive them. And I'm going to drive them with PZB. Yeah, this is how serious this stuff is. I'm going to drive them properly, and it'll be interesting. Hey DTG Steve, thanks for the follow. Okay, that's fine, Fringe. Let me have a note. Let me have a look when I've got the when you're finished. Let me know the link, and I will. I'll go and download it. Take a look. Thoroughly enjoyed your last one, so I'm looking forward to the next one. Yes, the 86 over Shap or the 87 over Shap, Rob. The 87 is the one that comes in the Shap route. Yes, I should be running PZB, LZB, CFA, and all of that good stuff.
AFB.
Doesn't feel like a German special if I'm not going to drive it the way the Germans would drive it. Next station is Bad Breisig. Yeah, I need a decent sound for the follower notification, don't I? I'll get over my fear of that dark. I will get over it. Evening, Steve. Good to have you with us tonight. Hey, bank coaches. Thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Just keeping an eye on these signals to see whether there's anything I need to know. It's one of these things. If you don't watch these signals as you're flying past them like a hawk, you can miss the one that tells you that the next signal is going to be 100 kilometers an hour slower. There we go, 2.6 kilometers to our next station. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. I'm still in the chat window and I'm trying to drive the train. It doesn't work. Oh, Robert's doing a bit of a high-speed section here. We've got the noise killer. Hi, Fringe. So third party, as far as I'm concerned, well, there's two kinds of third party. There's third party on Steam. There's third party not on Steam. Basically, it's what's on Steam or not that I've got on my system, not whether it's third party or not. I'm quite happy to play third party. I like to encourage developers. The problem is that different developers do different things with their installs, and they can update and override and overlay and change things that I don't know what they're changing on my machine. And I mean, that's fine for other people. Because I use this machine for doing other things like testing and developing, I just can't afford to have any of that sort of stuff on here. So it's easier just not to take the risk, keep everything simple. There's tons of stuff on Steam to play. It's not like there's a shortage of things to play. Oh, they quite possibly could, CAD, but it's an awful lot of work to bring it backwards and forwards. And I walk to and from work, so bringing a laptop, bringing a big desktop and two monitors home while I'm walking home would probably be tiring. My laptop's fine; it'll do. I've no idea, Fringe. It depends on the Apple Mac and what kind of graphics hardware it's got. If you use the boot camp, I think it is, to switch it to run in Windows, then I mean at that point it is basically just a PC. So I wouldn't expect it to necessarily run any less well. Get a taxi every night? I don't think so. Not in Chatham, Dave. Andernach is the next station. Yes, you certainly can, Tasek. Let me just check this signal. Nothing to worry about. Ah! Camera all of a sudden went ahead of me. So I'm driving the cab car on this train. Which is being pushed by a BR146. Where are we at for signalling? Sorry, I have to keep popping back in. Wow, that's insane. So I popped the AFB back to 140 and all of a sudden it put damn near emergency brakes on. And I got a drive quality penalty for it. Oh, I'm not keen on this AFB nonsense. Even I can drive better than AFB. Hey, Elite Watcher Streams, I didn't see you join. Welcome. Got a green light there. We do have a green light. I like green lights. So the next station, Andernach, we are currently running 3 seconds ahead of schedule. So we've got the Rhine we're running down here. Running on one side of the Rhine. It's very pretty. Beautiful area of the country. Passenger view. Quite right, we haven't seen a passenger view, have we? And that's, hello, a rail simulator mug. I use one of those when I'm in the office. They're awesome. Got another passenger view? No, just the one. The only problem is because you can only move the camera a little way, I can't look out the window over there, so I'm missing this really great view. Oh well. It's a combination of the two, I think. Right, so I'm going to switch off AFB because it's too lumpy and just apply the brakes. That's better. There we go, Andernach is coming up. When you get thrown out of the game, Dave, do you get a dump file? I know we're running a few seconds behind schedule because I'm just coasting in, even though the speed limit is higher than this. love all the buildings in the side here. It all looks really... You feel like you're there, which I guess is kind of the point. How to go on holiday in Germany? No overspeeding tonight, Steve. If I say no, will anybody else back me up? Only the one rather catastrophic amount of speeding. You'll notice the negative score. They're coming into Andernach. It was one small bit of enormous speeding where the floor fell out of the speed limit in the name of taking a screenshot, so I think it's fine. Right, let's do a passenger stop here, have a look around. Oh, I love the bike sheds. Call me the caravan. This definitely feels really German. Uber crunch. Right, time to get out of here. 17 kilometers, he says. About to say 16 and then reading is actually 0.9. It's closer to 17. What's the speed limit here? 130? Let's go for 130. Hey, Tails the Fox. Thanks for your follow, much appreciated. If you do get a dump file, Dave, make sure you include it in the message to support so that they can see if it can help them. It doesn't always help, but if you've got one, it's always good to send it because it might help them understand what's going on. Another option is to switch logmate on and then send the logmate file through. If you go onto my blog, trainsimlive.blogspot.co.uk, the second tutorial tells you how to switch logging on. When you get one, where can we enlist Matt? Dark. The loyalty and the support, I'm just overflowing here. No, I won't end up with a positive score because I'm only going to get 100 points for this stop, so I'll end up with minus 63. Hey there, Timoy. Thanks for joining the channel this evening. At one point in CAD, when I looked over, it said 54, so heaven knows what it's actually been up to tonight. It's been very busy. We've only done the first scenario. We have more craziness to come. Up at 160, AFP's back holding it again. Well, that one thing's for certain, Fringe. I am positive it will be a negative score. Oh, we've got a bit more of the Rhine over there. I always like to see the detail in people's little touches, like having the trampolines in the gardens and things like that. Make the route just feel like a little bit more alive, which are all really good. So we're around 10.5 kilometres now to where are we going? Koblenz, Stadt Mitte. So I do need to keep an eye on it. It's always an amusing drive. At the end of the day, it has to be entertaining. Everything else is secondary. Me too, Tasek. I must admit, I like the idea of being able to get in the other side and drive it. I think that's cool. Hey, Fringe, it's not that I'm not allowed. It's just that I don't want to install those anything that's non-standard on the machine, and that just blankets everything out. And that way I know that this machine is standard. Because occasionally what I do is I just blast it and re-download it. Just to, and then I have to keep reinstalling reskins, and that just gets to be painful. Like I said, there's plenty to play on Train Sim on Steam, so I just play that. Hey Marcus, good to have you with us again this evening. Just about a bit under 5.5 kilometres now. That's that formal technical standard unit of measurement bit. We're not getting any indications or influences from ZS indicators so far, which is good. Although we do have a 90 speed limit coming up, so I'm going to cut power, cut the AFB. Don't have to slow down just yet, we will have to think about it soon. Oh, CAD, are you calling me not a train enthusiast? Oh, that's fighting talk, that is. Cheers, John. Enjoy the GP30 on the big screen. Make sure you crank up the sounds. So we're not stopping at Koblenz Lutzow. Seems like a busy yard over there. Oh, little semaphore signals appearing as well. That looks cool. I've got no problem with temporary speed restrictions, Prince Darling. Why would you like me to say your name, Bangkok6? Hey Dave, yes, if you're, I would open, just set the log up, run the game, do precisely what you need to make it go bang, and then come out, and then switch the logging off. Because, yes, it will cause a degradation in the frame rate. That's an unfortunate side effect, but you're trying to log an awful lot of stuff out, so it's necessary, I'm afraid. Koblenz Stadtmitte, coming up now. We're only doing 60 kilometers. Time wise, hey, we're running late. Because meh, as my daughter would say. So Koblenz is actually quite a big interchange, about halfway down the line towards Mainz, if I remember rightly. This is essentially a T-junction. There's a line that goes to Trier from here, down sort of like a branch line. It's a red light, so we can't proceed past here. I don't know if this is the last stop. Oh, we do have to go to Koblenz Main. Okay, so we've got to wait for someone to get out of our way then. We do get one more stop. Maybe we'll actually get a positive 63 score then. Let's go and have a look at the. Can we see anything in the distance? That's why we might have a red light. No. Let's have a look at the map view. There is a train coming up here. One up here. We've got stuff happening, but this is then the line that goes off to Trier. And this will be Koblenz Main. Koblenz Main. Sorry. Let's give it a minute before we start moving. Failed to save file. Have you got disk space? And is that directory? Try running the game as administrator and see whether that works. Nope, we've got a green light. Oh, we're moving. Now we can jam the throttle up. Hey Maud, yes, I have tried the Class 220. What do you think? Have you tried it? What do you think of it? I quite enjoyed driving it. I've done 2 or 3 streams now with it. I think there's at least one of them actually went up to YouTube. I think one of the times we did it, Twitch were having a bunch of problems. So much for me ending up with a decent score. I sort of didn't catch that we changed to a 40 km/h speed limit there. Where was I? totally forget where I was. Oh, class 220. Yes, Twitch were having issues, and so the Twitch broadcast got broken into about 1 million pieces. So I didn't bother uploading that to YouTube. That just felt like that would be hard work. Excellent. That's really good to hear, Morton. Hey, Chokor and Pulti, welcome to the channel this evening. Good to have you with us. We don't make sure the whole train is in, we're not going to get that freight train out. There we go. Off he goes. Press the T key. There we go. Yes, it was, Morton. Yes, he ran the Supervan article scenario the other day. Very good it was too. That was a good run, apparently. Well, excellent. Given that I got the full 100 points for every stop, there was only a couple of bits of speeding there, and the one rather large bit of speeding. I think that that phrase is justified. That's what I'm saying, anyway. Anyway, right, let's go to changing route and let's find the next bit of fun. So the next one's going to be a steam workshop scenario on Western Lines of Scotland.